Welcome to the Today in History channel. In today's video we will talk about the day, February 26, 1885, closure of the Berlin Conference. The Berlin Conference, convened jointly by France and Germany, took place between November 15, 1884 and February 26, 1885, with the aim of resolving the conflicts that arose between the European colonial powers due to the exploitation, occupation and division of the African continent. The occupation of Africa, carried out around various points and areas, had not yet been completed, and the colonial distribution was yet to be defined. Representatives of Austria, Hungary, Belgium, Denmark, Spain, United States, France, Netherlands, Italy, Norway, Portugal, United Kingdom, Sweden and Turkey attended. No African country was represented. German Chancellor Bismarck opened the first session and accepted the presidency. In his speech, he assured that the purpose of the conference was to promote the civilization of Africans, opening space for trade within the continent. He defined the meeting's two specific objectives: freedom of trade in Congo and Niger, and agreement on formalities for a valid annexation of territories in the future. He emphasized that sovereignty issues would not be addressed and insisted on the argument that the conference would serve the cause of peace and humanity. Once the questions proposed at the beginning of the conference were discussed and resolved, at the end of the sessions the delegates prepared a general act, signed on February 26, 1885, which included declarations, agreements and principles, as well as a series of unfulfilled rules. These rules established freedom of trade in the Congo Basin, its outlets and neighboring countries, with provisions relating to the protection of the indigenous population, missionaries and travelers, as well as religious freedom, a declaration referring to the slave trade and the operations that, by land or sea, provided slaves for the trafficking, and another regarding the neutrality of the territories included in the Congo Basin, minutes of navigation on the Congo and Niger rivers, and a declaration referring to the essential conditions to legitimize the new and future occupations of the African coasts, establishing uniform rules in the field of international relations. The Berlin Conference laid the foundations for the colonial partition of the African continent among the imperialist countries. The occupation was completed immediately, giving rise to new resistances and rivalries, as well as conflicts resolved by subsequent treaties and agreements between colonial powers. Until the middle of the 20th century, Africa would be completely under the influence of triumphant European imperialism. Did you like the video? In the description you will find the blog link with the full article. Give an incentive by subscribing to the channel, liking, commenting and sharing with your friends. Hugs. Until the next.